Hello guys, fancy seeing you here. Riding with Robbie's channel. Oh, you're not subscribed. It's just down there, make sure you click it. So today I wanted to talk about lighting, and in particular for a ride I've got coming up on Friday. So me and my buddy Paul are going to be riding about 500k. That's from Kings Lynn in the UK, all the way down to Brighton, UK as well, and back up to Kings Lynn again. And we can't wait, it's going to be cool. We're going to probably do it in about 24 hours. It's October around now, so it's going to be pretty dark for probably about half the ride. So lighting is really essential. When it comes to lighting, for me personally, someone that's done quite a bit of ultra racing and, long distance touring and things like that, lighting is so important because it's about safety, guys. Now, I'm not saying that, you have to have a million lights on your bike. I'm saying it probably goes a long way to pick the right ones. And I'm not saying buy the most expensive ones, just go with a brand that's pretty reputable and learn your lights and test them before you use them. But in this video, I wanted to talk about the lights I use and what I will be taking on this ride. So before I get into it, I've not really been a big user of dynamos in the past. So I'm not really going to talk about that, but I do want to talk about battery lights because I feel, for me personally, they're cheaper and they're just a little bit easier to manage compared to dynos. But then again, I've never used a dyno, so I can't comment on that. So please don't give me digs about that one. All I'm saying is I'm a bigger fan of battery lights, and that's all I've kind of really used over my career in ultra cycling. So what lighting will I be using? I'm all about safety. Yeah, so the first thing is, let's talk about the rear lights. My primary light is this one. It is a Lezyne KTV drive. I've had it years. It's really good. It just lasts a really long time. It's got loads of different little modes. I really like Lezyne. It's an American brand. You can get a lot in the UK. It's not the cheapest on the market, but it's definitely not the most expensive. And it is very good, and it does last. And I massively highly rate it. No, I'm not sponsored by Lezyne. I wish I was, but I actually bought this one. Actually, no, I got given this one by a friend who bought it. So yeah, so maybe I'm sponsored by my friend, not sure. But it's really good. I know the charge for me, I've used this for years and years. I know the charge for me will last me, that'll stay on a good, probably about 15 hours. So, and that's on like kind of low light flashing. That's what I run most of my lights on, the lower light settings. And yeah, it's very good. The other day I actually purchased this. It's an Amazon special. I probably wouldn't fully rely on Amazon lights alone. As much as I love Amazon, some of the lights are pretty cheap on there, and out of a lot of them that I've bought off there, not all of them have been super reliable, unfortunately. But this is actually what I'm going to be using as a backup light to this one. And I've had it probably a few days now, and it seems to be working okay. Charge seems to last a while. Doesn't last anywhere near as long as this, looking at the specifications on the box, but looks pretty good. It's pretty cool, and we'll see. Obviously, I leave very early in the morning to go to work, so I need lights for commuting, so I always keep lights on my bike anyway. The last rear I have, these are little bar end lights here. They're okay. They're not crazy. They're pretty dull, to be honest with you, but they last for like, I think it's 32 hours. Or no, actually, it's like something ridiculous, like 50,000 hours on this setting. But what you can see is if it's pointing directly at the camera like it is there, it's pretty good. If it's slightly off, you can't really see it. And these are just marker lights for me. So the rear lights, like I say, this Lezyne one is my primary. This is my secondary. And I have two of these, which are just bar end lights as a marker. So obviously there's a lot of safety there. There's a lot of rear lights there, and I'm really happy with that to be seen. On top of that, I'll be wearing a reflective and a high-vis vest. So that's gonna keep me going for a very long way. And I always think about this in the eyes of the law. Just say you got hit by someone and they said, did you make yourself stand out? Were you competent? And I can say yes, because I had 4 lights off from the rear and also a high-vis vest. Next, let's talk about lights for the front. These are my favourite lights. I think they're amazing, and I've done so many videos about these lights before. I have two of them. These here, these are cat eyes, and these are the Volt 400, and this is the Volt 800. Why do I have two? So originally I got this. It did me years and years of ultra racing, and I was lucky enough that a distributor for Cat Eye in the UK I got chatting to, and the lovely legends at Cat Eye and Zyro Fisher actually sent me another one of these and some rear lights as well. But this is going back about 2-3 years. So I'm kind of not associated with them anymore, but I was in the past, and I just absolutely adore their lights. They're very good. So the reason why I carry two, firstly, one is a spare. So they both use the same mounting bracket, which mounts actually under my Garmin. The cartridges are removable on each one, which is very cool, as you can see here. You can actually have an attachment, which I have in the house, where you can charge your phone and your Garmin off that as well. It's okay, but it's very, very low voltage, so everything takes quite a long time to charge. Honestly, so let's talk about how long they last. So as you can see, you've got your low setting there. You've got some flashing settings, more flashing, high beam, medium, and then back to low. So they are very good. This is the 400, and honestly, there's an interesting thing, and let me discuss this with you. So this isn't the original battery for the 400. I have a battery for the 800 and a battery for the 400, but these are both batteries that are meant to be for the 800, so they're slightly bigger capacity. So when you put it into the 400, and I normally use this light on a very low beam, so the lowest you can get, this will last me, I think I worked it out at 18 hours on the lowest beam. So I'm still visible, I can still see the road, providing I'm not in too lit up an area, and it lasts that long. 18 hours, that could be 2 nights bikepacking, or even 3, depending on what kind of time of year you're going. It's always good to have a spare. I've found in time that sometimes, not that the lights aren't reliable, you could just forget to charge and things like that. Having a spare, which you can charge your phone off, that you can use as a spare light, goes a long way for me in my head for security and things like that. So that's pretty much all my lighting, and I'll chuck a video up now of literally what it looks like while it's all on and in the dark. So yeah, it's good, it's visible. You know, it's making a conscious effort to be safe. So guys, gotta head off now. Make sure you give me a like, make sure you drop me a comment, and also guys, make sure you subscribe and join me on this journey of ultra racing, and join me on my ride on Friday. It's gonna be a very tough ride, it's gonna be a very good laugh, and make sure you check back some of the older videos where I'm talking about things like what clothing I'm gonna take. I'm gonna do probably a video tomorrow on what nutrition that I'm gonna take with me. You know, this is a database of knowledge, this channel. Enjoy. Take care, guys. Subscribe.